So, I wanted to know what some of your favorite films are. You just want to throw out like 10, 5, 10. No judgment.
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko, that's a good one.
Amadeus.
Amadeus. There you go. Okay.
The Birdcage.
I love that one. Donnie Darko. Thanks, Ben and Ani.
There's an E on Donnie.
Any more?
Nope, those are the only two we like.
King's Speech.
Ah, boo. Big boo.
I love King's
Big,
Speech.
big boo.
How can you hate King's Speech?
So conventional.
No judgment
No
zone.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
That's like saying my life should not happen, but I will really try.
Okay, so what makes these
Tree of
films
Life.
good? Tree of Life.
Which deserved more recognition, but
What do you think makes these films good? It doesn't have to be just the writing of it. Like we can talk about anything.
well, the animation and Up. Special effects on Donnie Darko and Tree of Life, like cinematography, music.
At least for the first three films, like the stakes keep getting higher and higher.
Okay, good. That's important. Like around like the second half of the second act, I feel like that's where films can either be great or like lose everything because it can get really bogged down with everything if you don't start tying stuff up. And you're right, those films kind of like propel you through. Okay. I'd also say like compelling characters in all of them.
And well acting.
Anything else? Maybe different, like they all have kind of a quirky aspect that makes them appealing. They're not just the same old thing that we see every day.
Not just the vow. Well, we're not judging other people's selections. But I'm judging
The Vow.
Yes.
I would say like anything that's formal aspects that are done really uniquely. So like in Tree of Life or like Black Swan, the camera angles, so like the proximity of the camera to the actor, like just speed and panning and like stuff like that.
They're like breaking the mold, they're doing something different that we haven't seen enough of.
Shaky frame.
Which will all get old soon, but for now we like the office and stuff like that. So I just wanted to show you guys that, I mean, aside from the screenplay, a lot of different elements go into making a film, obviously. But like at the crux of all this is the screenplay. That's where it all originated from. So if you're thinking about just the screenplay, what would you think makes a good screenplay? If you're imagining like the producer sitting in his office reading screenplay after screenplay after screenplay, what makes one stand out to him?
The ability to convey emotion and information in interesting dialogue.
That's great. That's perfect. Yeah.
It's an interesting plotline because there's so many people who
Right. Definitely. And what Allison was saying too, like being able to tie up that plot and propel it the whole time.
I would say like dialogue that is good, but also like dialogue in films is always slightly cliche, so it has to be like reachable, attainable, I guess, but at the same time believable.
Like realistic, natural dialogue, which is really, really hard to do. You have to definitely have like an ear for that. And I think just the main thing is, it sounds cheesy, but like showing, not telling. Like they need to be able to read the script, and instead of really liking how it's written and really liking the characters, they need to literally be able to project the film in their mind and visualize how everything's going to come together. Which I mean is really hard to do, but it can work sometimes. And also, I mean, I don't know if this is common knowledge or not, but when you write screenplays, like the stage directions that you use, you can also incorporate your own voice into that. So what's interesting about writing screenplays is that you can write like a great screenplay, like on the screen it would translate wonderfully, but it also to read has to be enjoyable for the person reading it. So you can add your own like comments to the reader, you can add your own like quirks and sarcasm and stuff like that into those stage directions, which are kind of like a hidden gem secret for the reader, but which also, are definitely what gets some films produced over others, just that they're fun for the reader.
What about like production costs, like taking into consideration like, oh, the screenplay for Avatar requires, 3D, whereas the
Yeah.
screenplay for Huns requires, just going to Virginia.
No, that's definitely a big aspect of it. And I think another big aspect is just wanting to make like the Hollywood blockbuster. Even if the film is like wonderful, maybe it's really artsy and different and kind of quiet with great characters. That versus like the new summer, smash hit. They're always gonna do the new summer smash hit because
Transformers 5.
right, most movies don't really make the money that they need to in order to make up for the crazy costs. But you're right, like the crazy costs put out by a movie that doesn't have crazy costs. So one of my favorite films is American Beauty. So I wanted to pass out 2 pages of the script to you guys, so a scene from it, just because this is what I think is a really good screenplay, and I just wanted to kind of like pick it apart and see why.
Wait, the wizard is Elphaba's father? What? Wait,
And
I
not
read the
Sing
book.
/ Red Wicket.
well, yeah, but this is the Wizard of Oz, not Wicked.
I know. That was just a little joke.
Oh, I get it. I forgot that part of Wicked, though.
Is that part in the actual Wizard of Oz books?
Elfa's father? What?
I mean, Wicked?
No.
It's
like
in Wicked.
Was it in the play? I
Yeah,
totally
Wicked the play.
forgot
It
that.
was
Yeah.
in Wicked the play, but did it ever come out in like the?
No, I think that was just Gregory Maguire's, like, spin on it.
Yeah, I think Elphaba.
So that's
You
not
can
even like
really
a real
invest, like,
fact
her mother
about the
being-
Wizard of Oz.
No, in the Wizard of Oz books.
But there are no facts.
Yeah, I was gonna
about
say, what's the
it.
fact?
Yeah, because the person who actually wrote it gets to control the facts, not the
That's
person
not
who writes the
true.
spin-off.
It's not true because he's been on 6 and he wants to put art in the world. There's no telling what will happen to it.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, the originals are gonna always be the actual facts of the Oz world. Just in case you want.
So can we have someone who makes stage directions, someone who's Lester, and someone who's Carolyn?
I'll be Carolyn.
You're Carolyn, alright.
I'll read the stage directions.
Stage directions. One of the boys
And
wants to
then
learn
you're
Lester.
Sure.
That was his
Why not?
Okay.
So
So
I like
let's
the
start.
beginning part like that.
Yeah, all of it.
Interior.
Everything not that.
Okay. Interior, Burnham house, family room, moments later. Lester's remote control model Jeep is zooming across the floor of the family room, expertly maneuvering corners and narrowly avoiding crashing. Lester is sprawled on the couch in his underwear, drinking a beer and controlling the car. His working out is beginning to produce results. The room, too, seems changed, sloppier, more lived in. Carolyn enters through the kitchen, flushed and angry. She just stands there staring at Lester. After a moment, he looks up at her.
What?
Whose car is that out front?
Mine. 1970 Pontiac Firebird. Car I always wanted and now I have it. I rule.
Where's the Camry?
I traded it in.
Shouldn't you have consulted me first?
Let me think. No, you never drove it. Have you done something different? You look great.
Where's Jane?
Jane not home. We have the whole house to ourselves.
Oh, he smiles at her playfully. She stares back annoyed. It's the same look she had at the beginning when he dropped his briefcase, but whatever power that look had is gone. Lester just laughs.
Christ, Carolyn. When did you become so joyless?
Joyless? I am not joyless. There happens to be a lot about me you don't know, Mr. Smarty Man. There's plenty of joy in my life.
Whatever happened to that girl who used to fake seizures at frat parties when she got bored? And who used to run up to the roof of our first apartment building to flash the traffic helicopters? Have you totally forgotten about her? Because I haven't.